Welcome to Campus Chat, a look at the people, the opportunities, programs, and happenings at Western Nevada College. Campus Chat is made possible by the Western Nevada College Foundation.
Hello and welcome to Campus Chat. My name is Helaine and this is the show about Western Nevada College, its people and its programs. And this is our annual show at Thunder Canyon, the beautiful Thunder Canyon. It's our 12th annual Western Nevada College Golf Classic. And I always love coming out here with this beautiful view behind us. And I'd like to thank Roger and Gail Block of Thunder Canyon for hosting us. Gail is on our foundation board, and we're just so grateful to her. Our guests today, though, are Mark Sattler. Mark has been on the Golf Classic Committee since its inception 12 years ago, and we're going to talk to Mark about his lifelong commitment on this committee.
And to golf in general, I guess.
And then also joining us is the general manager of Thunder Canyon, Bill Gibson, and Bill is also this year's co-chair of the Golf Classic along with Pam Robinson. So nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Nice day.
Yep. Yeah, it's a horrible place to have to come to work every day.
I hear you.
Great spot
I totally
anytime.
get it. So, Mark, you know, this is such a great tournament because it helps the foundation in so many ways. But, Mark, you started this, you and Mike McGehee, 12 years ago. So why don't you talk about the history of the tournament?
I'm not sure we started it, but Mike,
let me just say that, yeah.
Okay. We took over Eagle Valley as a 501c3 corporation starting in early 1997, and part of the 501c3 requirement was the fact that we be involved with youth and children and that sort of thing, and that was required to get this nonprofit status. We already were active with the high school, Carson High, and had our first fundraiser tournament from the men's club, raised a lot of money for that and things. We hired a general manager named Mike McGehee who came to us out of the desert down in Palm Springs area. And in talking to Mike, we wanted to do more for youth and for golf, and we thought of the college and maybe getting something going there. And we had the benefit that Mr. McGehee, while in Palm Desert, had started a program at the College of the Desert, an associate program for golf maintenance and golf management. So we got with you folks at the college with that idea, and it led to a program, a 2-year associate program you folks put in that was run largely by Larry Goodnight, was very involved with that, and he worked with Mike to get the whole program established. And off of that came the idea of a fundraiser tournament, not only for maybe scholarships for that program, but as well for just general things for the college, which is where we got you involved, and very much so. And she kind of, thank goodness for Helaine, because we knew how to put a tournament on, but we didn't know how as well to market, etc. And she is a jewel at that and has grown this thing to what it is today. And it went along. As a matter of fact, Joe Webster, a gentleman that still plays at our golf course, is one of the graduates of that associate program up there.
Even though we don't have that anymore, do we?
The program, I think, is gone. But back then, golf was growing so rapidly, and I'm sure all the courses in the area, there was a shortage of qualified people. So they thought, well, if we could put a program in, it was very useful for a time. So.
A little different than Palm Desert and Palm Springs, but I think there's quite a few more golf courses and could really get the cohort of students that you need to get a program like that staffed. But yeah, those were the days, weren't they?
And it started.
Those meetings, they were a lot of fun, weren't they?
Yeah, it was. Initially.
They're still a lot of fun.
I was going to say, meetings were fun then. Aren't they fun now? I look forward to them.
And we started at Eagle Valley. It was the first tournament was there, and I think the first 2 may have been there.
First 3 years.
And then it went to Silver Oak 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
And then it came back to Eagle Valley, and then we were fortunate enough to get hooked up with Thunder Canyon.
Right,
with Gail and those folks, because the beauty of this is not only a phenomenal golf course, but the fact not everybody can play here.
Right.
So it makes our job a little easier, too, because of the fact people want to come out here and play so badly.
And they want to play at Eagle Valley.
And we still play at Eagle Valley. And
so
since then we have been alternating, which has worked out well, and we enjoy very much.
So can you give us some examples of where the money goes now? Do you remember some of those areas?
Well, just a lot to the general funds and that up at the college, and
it's kind of our unrestricted funds, things like the alumni newsletter, the donor recognition for scholarship, things that you don't normally get scholarship or monies for. And so it's all good.
Speaking of another...
Campus Chat, it helps pay for this show. Which now people are going to go, oh.
Speaking of another...
You pay for this show?
Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah. Thanks, Bill, for articulating that.
Speaking of another fun thing, remember the Rolls Royce?
Oh, gosh, yes.
Helaine had obtained a Rolls Royce for a prize. It was a raffle prize a number of years ago. In the morning of the tournament, it was at Eagle Valley that year, she came up, and Pam came up to Mike McGeehee and Bones and said, you need to buy some tickets. So they wrote a check and bought some tickets, and I'll be darned if after the tournament Helaine drew it, and she drew the golf course won a Rolls Royce.
It was great. And A.B. Lane, Al Lane donated that vehicle for us, and oh, God, that was great.
Beautiful old Silver Cloud Rolls Royce that we would park in the cart area each day and then take it out to maintenance barn at night. And I think we ended up, our insurance lady, her boss bought that out of Reno eventually.
Dr. Lucy was brand new at Western Nevada College that year, and I talked her into driving in the Nevada Day Parade with me in the Rolls Royce, and we had big signs, donate, all money go to the nursing program. Anyway, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, Bill, you were on the show last month, but we really didn't get to talk much about, I really want people to know about the services that are available out here at Thunder Canyon. If you could just let our audience know all the great things that, even if they're not a member, they can still come out here.
Well, that's the nice part of it is we do have a public restaurant where we serve lunch Wednesday through Sunday, and then we also serve dinner Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The restaurant's name is Utabi. We chose the name because it means fish in Washoe Indian language, and we chose it to show respect for the valley and the people that were here before us. The blocks are very much into the history of where they have their business and where they live, so we thought that was a great way to go. The restaurant itself is here in the clubhouse, and we really do have a wonderful menu. We also are able to do conferences out here for businesses, weddings, spectacular venue for weddings in the amphitheater, and we can do anywhere from 2 people to 200 people here.
Do you have much call for 2-person weddings?
Actually, the 2-person wedding is getting much more popular as prices continue to climb.
That could be 3.
Well, they don't feed him on his own. So, along with the golf course, we run a couple of junior programs called our Junior Bolts, where we bring in kids as young as 3 years old, all the way up through high school. We're very much supportive of the junior programs here. As a matter of fact, today, you hear the noise in the background. We're getting ready for 80 kids to come out today for a junior golf tournament this afternoon. So it's really more of an open entity than a lot of people believe. We are a private club. You do have to be a member to come out and play golf or be a guest, but we do enjoy the public coming out and enjoying our restaurant and other facilities.
That's great. So, Mark, give us the details on the tournament. We don't have much time left in this segment.
It's going to be, it's the 12th annual. It's at Eagle Valley.
Thunder Canyon.
Or, excuse me.
Did you just miss what I said?
Yeah, I just missed that. Yeah, it's Thunder Canyon.
There's been a lot of upgrades.
On
dial that back?
Monday, September 21st at 9 a.m.
9 o'clock, and that's $150 per person or $800
per team.
Per corporate team. You get a sign, a lot of great
which
stuff.
I will put out personally for him.
Yeah,
because that's
continental
one of my
breakfast,
duties.
awards barbecue. Right. It's going to be a great lunch.
Great time to be had by all, and sign up early because it will fill up.
And we need sponsorships, so call me.
Always use sponsorships. More sponsorships, the better. And raffle prizes, all that sort of thing. We'll be out in the neighborhoods and that looking for people to donate. So
call me at 445-3240, and then I think Dave will have my email right there. I wish it would pop up as my finger went by. Jesse at WNC.edu. Bill and Mark, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us out here, really.
Thank you.
Love it.
Once again, thanks to Roger and Gail Block for hosting us this year. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with baseball and softball on Campus Chat. Welcome back to Campus Chat. We're at the beautiful Thunder Canyon for our annual show. And with me is Leah Wentworth. She is the head softball coach for Western Nevada College. She assisted the team last year. She also goes by Lily, little Lily Sanchez. I'm her godmother to her youngest sister, Kayla. So I've known Leah since she was a baby. Oh, my gosh, it's so great. And you're just so, last year we started intercollegiate softball after we had to deactivate soccer. And Leah assisted Scott Rasner, who, lifelong friend of mine also. And now Leah's taken the helm on an interim basis this year. And you were a great softball player. I mean, we read about you a lot in the Carson newspaper when you were playing high school sports and then when you went to Long Island. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your background and how you came to this position?
Okay. Well, I think I was born with softball in my blood, to be honest. My parents played sports. I come from an athletic family, and I probably had the softball in my hand before I even remember it, to be honest. I started playing at age 5 and have continued to play all the way through the college level, like Helaine mentioned, and I've always enjoyed being out there on the field and enjoyed the camaraderie and the teamwork, and when I found out Western Nevada College was starting this program, it was close to home, obviously, growing up in Carson City, and I felt really passionate about being part of the program and the success of the program, just because I know when I was playing ball, this could have provided a lot of girls an opportunity to stay close to home and continue their education and continue to develop their skills where they otherwise didn't. And I think, we're in a competitive region. We play against California and Arizona, who have year-round softball. And so I think to allow these local girls to kind of enter into an environment where they can really flourish and really develop their skills and continue to grow, I think is just amazing. And so I am just excited to be a part of that.
So what do you think so far? What's been the most impressive thing to you so far about getting this job and the year ahead?
I'd say the thing that I was most impressed with last year is our success in the classroom, really, is for a first-year program, we had a team GPA of 3.29, which I think is incredible for a first year. And I know that was kind of the main focus from the college as well as from the coaching staff and those that have helped us. So, we were ecstatic about that. And really our goal is to get these girls an associate's degree in their 2 years and get them out and graduated and into the work world. I think that with the support that I've had from Kevin Burns, who's acted as an academic mentor with these girls, and he's, sat down and worked with them on an individual basis and really helped to ensure their academic success as well. From our end, we're just, trying to instill the importance of, the academic excellence in the classroom and how it translates to the field and how they perform on the field. And I think that, our goal this year is to become an All-American academic team. And with the girls that we have coming in, I think that that's possible, and with the support we have.
So let's talk about that. You've been recruiting. February 2010 is going to be your first season as head coach. And so what does the team look like? I mean, who are some of your players coming in, and what's the pitching going to look like this year?
Right now we have a great group of girls coming in. We have 7 returning players from last season that'll come in, and they've developed a tremendous amount from the fall to the spring. So, high hopes for them this season to continue to grow. The 8 new girls that we have coming in are actually all of the 8 new girls are Nevada players. And we have some great talent. We have 4 of the girls coming in from Nevada that were in the top 20, ranked in the top 20 with their batting average this year. And 3 of our pitchers were ranked in the top 20 with their ERA.
Now, top 20 in the state?
In the state of Nevada, And so we will definitely have some depth pitching. We have Cassie Von Drack, who's a local girl from Carson City.
Oh, yeah.
And she has, great amount of velocity, movement. She's a great power hitter as well. We have Elisa Dawson from Vegas, who's coming off of an undefeated season, 15-0 pitching. She also had a batting average over 400. So we've really brought in some pitchers that can hit as well. And so I think that they'll add a tremendous amount of depth to our lineup as well.
And so Scott will still help you a little bit, and then of course your father Louie, who coached me and your mom together on our national championship team in 1978. But it's not about me.
He coached Scott Rasner too.
It never is about me, is it, Dave? No, Sandy, no. You can shake the camera. No. So, yeah, he coached Scott, too, so it's nice to have your dad there. It's really cool to see you out there, though, coaching, and to have your mom and your Amy and Kayla come to games. So if someone is interested, is it too late for more players? Are you looking for more players? Or
we are still looking for more players. At this point, we're still looking for girls that can fit into what our vision is for the future, that can come in there and hold their own against the competitive nature of the girls that we already have in there. I think that part of the recruiting process, it does start a little earlier, and so we are starting to get a lot of feedback from girls that are interested for next year as well, which is extremely important. In a 2-year college, we have a big turnover, and these girls are coming in and leaving just as quick as they get here, it seems. And so we do have some more girls that we'd like to add this year, but we also have girls that are already interested for next year that now we can follow through their season as well.
That's excellent. And so what is your goal for this team? I think it's important, like I remember with the baseball team when we had that flood in Fernley, we went out and helped clean out homes after the Fernley flood, and so there's a big community aspect to the team. Do you see your team becoming involved in the community?
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's extremely important. The athletic program in WNC really, really needs the support of the community to continue the athletic program that they have there. And I also want our girls to go out and give back to the community as well and be involved. In fact, I want to team up with maybe the Rotary or different organizations looking for maybe some support, some help, so that they can give back. And let the community know that, we need their support, but we're also out there to support them as well. And I think that these girls are a huge representation of not just the college, but the community, it being a small town, Carson. And, they're recognized all over town when they're in their gear. And I want the community to know that we're out there supporting them as well.
Oh, that's excellent. I am a member of Rotary, and I think that is a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could come be a speaker at our club meeting and talk about how you and your team could become involved and help one another. So, you mentioned about the viability of athletics, and so fundraising is a really essential component, and we're playing out at Centennial again, and I'd like to thank the City of Carson and the Parks and Rec Department for that. So, why is fundraising so important? A couple words.
Essentially, I just think that the fundraising aspect is extremely important just because of the amount of money that it takes in order for us to travel. That's the biggest expense that we incur throughout the season. Our conference is made up of teams in Idaho and in Utah and Southern Nevada, Colorado. So all of our travel, most of our travel is done by plane. So that adds up when you have 15, 20, 24 girls. The expense to travel is it's outrageous. So we really do need the support of the community, and hope to get that through some of our different fundraising venues like the Spartan 300, and we have a dugout club that you can access online. And stay tuned for other upcoming fundraising events throughout the year.
Right, we'll have our annual fundraiser in January 15th, 2010, so we'll have some more information on that. So, Leah, it's just thank you so much for being on the show. You bring a lot of great energy and experience, and I know you're excited.
I am. I'm very excited. I can't wait to see how the year turns out. We have a great group, and I think we'll do really well.
I'm looking forward to those teams. We didn't have a very good season last year, and that's okay. Good academically, but competitively not so hot, but that's okay because we're going to shock a few people, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I think so.
I love it. Okay, Leah,
thanks,
thank
Helaine.
you so much. Stay right there, and we'll be right back with Campus Chat. Thank you. Welcome back to Campus Chat. My name is Helaine Chessie. We're at the beautiful Thunder Canyon, Slide Mountain in the background, and this is the only show I get to wear my sunglasses. I like it. Dave asks me always, are you wearing your sunglasses? Yes, I am. And our final guest today is the assistant baseball coach for Western Nevada College, Jerahmie Libke. Jerahmie played shortstop, didn't you? Outstanding shortstop for Western Nevada College as a sophomore, right?
Yeah.
You were great.
Thank
you were very good. I thought, how are we going to replace him? And then we got Daniel Zylstra, who's leaving. I'm not even going by the script. I want to talk about Zylstra first. Who is filling the hole for Zylstra?
That's going to be hard to do. I mean, Daniel Zylstra was definitely the number one shortstop in the league, and that was in our own league. And going into regionals, everybody had opened a lot of college coaches' eyes and, scouts and whatnot. I mean, he's 6'2", and he's 175, but, man, his defensive is unbelievable. His hitting was unbelievable. His work ethic was unbelievable. Even in the classroom, I mean, he got good grades. He was I want to say a 3.6, 3.8 student. And it's going to be hard to replace him. He was a tough shortstop. I mean, he's the best shortstop I've seen.
You know who they compared him to in the stands?
Who's
Ozzie Smith.
I don't know if he was that good, but he was a great player. He was a great player. He got a full scholarship to Oklahoma State. And real happy for him, but he's going to be a hard person to replace.
So I had to get that out because I know,
he was our core coming back.
He's the core coming back. But you got Stiles coming back and Skilton.
Coming back, Eric Moppin. We got some guys on the mound coming back. That'll be real good.
We'll be strong. I'm a huge Wildcats fan, baseball fan, and softball. But just to let you know that the Leah, Coach Wentworth was talking about the academic prowess of her team, and the Wildcats baseball team were academic All-American, which means they had a 500 season on the field and then a cumulative 3.0 team GPA. But they were the only team in the Scenic West Athletic Conference
to get academic All-Americans, and to include on that, at the World Series, we were the only team in the World Series to have academic All-Americans.
Right. So not only placed third at JUCO, Junior College World Series, but the only team to be academic All-American. So I think that's huge. There are so many accolades for the baseball team. We don't even have time to go through them, do we? I mean, I think the main thing is Coach Whittemore, twice now Coach of the Year.
Oh, man.
That guy walks on water as far as I'm concerned.
Coach Whittemore is everything that I've asked for. I mean, coaching with him is the best thing that could have happened to me. I didn't even realize I wanted to coach until I played for the guy. So when I played for him and left his program, I decided I wanted to be a coach and went down to finish my college career at Southern Utah University. And from there, coached in Las Vegas, Nevada for a high school team, Calvary Chapel, which is a very small school. And from there, I got a phone call from DJ Whittemore, and he asked me to come up here, and now it's a great honor to be a part of this program.
And you're coaching third base.
Yeah, that's exciting.
What's that like?
Coaching third base is a lot more pressure than you think. I mean, sending home runners and getting people called out, getting people called safe. You make or break the game. So it's exciting.
It's really exciting. It's so good to see you out there. So what were some, I mean, you were an outstanding shortstop. What kind of honors did you receive? Weren't you like...
The first year I played in 06 with DJ, we actually ended up taking first in the Scenic West Athletic Conference. And with that said, I ended up getting Defensive Player. The team does their own awards. There's 5 awards. There's MVP, the hitting champ, the defensive champ, pitcher of the year, and power shag of the year, which is a Wildcat award. And the one I got was most outstanding defensive player, which is my favorite, because that keeps you in ball games. Pitching and defense will win you ball games.
Right.
And so the one that I got was most outstanding defensive player.
That's great. Now, I started one this year, the Press Box Award of the Year. Now I'm going to continue that.
Who got that?
Mike Long.
Mike Long.
I thought he was, he always came in and made some clutch plays. They weren't big plays. He was really solid in his defense, though. He made some outstanding plays. He made hard plays look easy, and that's why I think he was kind of not overlooked. I mean, we had a lot of unsung heroes on the team, But then I can't tell you how many times he would come up and get a single or would get on because he hustled hard down to first, and it would break the game open.
Yes, you're right.
And I thought, that kid, and then he got a 3.94 or something in the classroom. He's getting the press box award. Why? Because he can, and we can. I love it.
He was.
So myself and Justin Lawson were up there every game, and so we're going to keep on doing that. So what was it like going to the World Series again as a coach this time, not a player?
Well, let's see. I mean, I went there in 2003, and I had a cousin who won the national championship, so I was in the stands and saw it as a fan.
Is that College of Southern Nevada?
Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
Which was awesome, and now going in as being part of the team was unbelievable. I mean, you're on the field and you look up and you see anywhere from 6,000 to 13,000 people cheering you on. You're signing autographs before the games and after the games. You have kids come on and you play catch with them and brighten their day. I mean, shoot, that's the best place to be for a young kid is at the JUCO World Series. But, man, they treated you like a professional. That's the way I could put it. It was unbelievable.
It's thrilling to be in that crowd.
Oh,
it's thrilling. I got to go both times and just thrilling. I'm the one, I think Coach Whittemore, it echoed in that stadium. So if you got a really big voice, you can really make
everybody can hear what you're doing down there.
Yeah, it's great. So you're up recruiting for 2010. Who are you looking forward to seeing on the field this year?
Well, there's not just one individual. We brought in a lot of new faces this year. We lost a lot of position players, and so it's going to be a little different because last year I came in and there was a lot of sophomores. Mm-hmm. So this year we have a lot of new faces, which is going to be good because you're going to have to coach a little more than what we did last year. So that's going to make it interesting. But, no, it's going to be a fun year. We got some sophomores coming back on the mound who are going to lead our pitchers. And then in the end,
Kramer. I'm president of the Kramer Champlin fan club.
Kramer is coming back.
Kramer. He's awesome.
He is a stud.
I'm president of the fan club. I had to, Coach would say, well, I'm going to have to start my back. I would always say, Kramer, are you starting Kramer? Are you bringing in Kramer? When's Kramer coming in?
Well, he threw the first no-hitter last year.
Yeah, exactly. The only no-hitter of Wildcat history. Yeah. So you got Kramer coming back.
Kramer's coming back. Our lefty, Jordan Lewis, who was our number one, he's coming back.
He's coming back?
Yeah. And our number 2 is coming back, David Carroll.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm in hot heaven. And what about Jeff Bartow? He's coming back?
Jeff Bartow's coming back.
Oh, my God. I'm
he
so
will be
excited.
Back.
But Carroll, Lewis, and Champlin are coming back?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Leah, this is what it'll be like next year with softball. Blondek's coming back? Whoever else is coming back? That is great.
So we should be looking pretty good for 2010.
Then you got Tyler May. You got a lot of player of the years coming in.
He's from Douglas. He's a great pitcher. He's actually a great athlete. He can do it both, but it's looking like he's going to pitch this year. So
it's exciting, isn't it?
Very exciting.
We got to mention it. I know you're more involved with the coaching, but we can always use, like I was talking about it with Leah, fundraising. Baseball will probably have a poker tournament again in October or November, and then our annual athletic fundraiser in January. So if you're interested in what athletics does for the college is huge. It impacts first-time, full-time enrollment, the number of high school kids who want to go on to college. It's just a huge benefit. There's so many important factors about it. So if you'd like to see the athletic experience continue, give me a call. And anything else you'd like to say about the baseball team?
No, come out and support us.
Yeah,
Thanks
come out and watch the games and listen to the voice of the Wildcat.
See if we can do it again.
It's a great team, and I look forward to it. And so thank you so much, Jerahmie, for taking the time. Coach Libke for being on the show. Thank you for watching this edition of Campus Chat. We're at Thunder Canyon, and hope to see you at our golf tournament September 21st.
This has been Campus Chat, a monthly program from Western Nevada College. Campus Chat is made possible by the Western Nevada College Foundation.